tonight as we celebrate 4 decades of empowerment, advancement, and success for Crew New York. Let's take a few moments to look back at where we've been, how far we've come, and the impact we've had on the commercial real estate world in New York City. Founded in 1978, the Association of Real Estate Women, or AREW, was legally chartered in 1979 and was the first organization for women real estate professionals in New York City and the United States. But things were a lot different back then.
I began to think about what sort of vehicle would be available for women to meet each other in a professional capacity. Since I couldn't belong to any of the men's organizations, I made application. They say, no, we can't accept your application. We're a men's only organization. I thought, why can't we start our own? We had our first luncheon in December of 1978 at one of the Midtown hotels. It was an amazing success. We had over 100 women at that luncheon. We tried to do everything within the umbrella of this organization to help women succeed in the industry.
In 2008, AREW became the 68th chapter of Crew Network. Meanwhile, in 2001, NY Crew was founded as the New York metropolitan area's first chapter of Crew Network, and its founders also remember what a different time it was in the early days for women in the industry.
I started out in the industry in 1972 as a secretary in Prudential's Real Estate Investment Division, and so I wasn't even in the room yet at that point in time, and I don't remember any other women in the room either. Things are different now. There are more women in the room, and so we still have a long way to go, even though we have made some strides.
In 2015, these two largest professional associations for women in commercial real estate joined forces, becoming Crew New York as we know it today. Working together as one integrated organization has expanded our resources and led to more strategic, efficient, and unified efforts in networking, providing educational classes, mentorship programs, and events.
It's been over 3 years since AREW and NY Crew joined forces to become the preeminent organization dedicated to the advancement of women in commercial real estate. And the union really enabled us to pool our talents and to increase our resources to advance our mission. Things like cultivating the next generation of women leaders and increasing the platform to showcase our members.
I think the impact of AREW and Crew, AREW in its early days and Crew as we merged with them, has been absolutely enormous. The work that has been done over the last 40 years has touched thousands of women's lives.
Today, with over 250 members, Crew New York is the leading organization for professional women in CRE in New York City, with membership drawn from all levels of experience in virtually every discipline in the industry.
I would say that the impact has been tremendous. We have, for the past 40 years, offered top-notch programming to our members to really give them the tools that they need to advance and succeed in the industry. We also have a tremendous focus on cultivating the next generation of women leaders.
As chapter members of the Crew Network, Crew New York members enjoy a much higher level of value, including unprecedented access to members around the world, unrivaled opportunities for education and professional development, and unmatched opportunities for networking.
I've just noticed over the past few years, my network in New York's commercial real estate industry has blossomed, and by developing these relationships within Crew New York. I just feel like there's so many opportunities I don't even know about. I don't know where my career is going next, but I have a feeling that an opportunity is going to come through one of the women I've met through Crew New York.
And many members have found the organization facilitates more than just business relationships, but real friendships as well.
About a year or two ago, I was at a dinner party in Washington, D.C. at a crew member's apartment, and there were about 8 of us. And we got into the conversation of what would our lives have been like without Crew. Because these women are women that I've now known for 30 years, over 30 years, and so they're really more friends than anything. And even though we helped each other grow our careers, we also were there for each other throughout the years. For example, when I was undergoing cancer treatments, many of them came and spent the weekends with me. And so they're much more than people who I did deals with, but they're really good friends and family to me also.
I'm so thankful to be able to call so many of the talented women of Crew New York my friends.
This evening marks our first time celebrating together as Crew New York. So let's raise a glass and honor 40 years of accomplishments. Here's to our continued success.